This is for you, Taurus. Sky watchers should look up for yet another, but closer and even more spectacular supermoon occurring in the sign of Taurus, happening on the 14th of the month. Taurus is the natural second house of the Zodiac, which possesses the God-given qualities of money and possessions, since the divine tone of this heavenly realm is I have. And it draws material comforts to itself, as you Taurus know. So this is a supermoon in your sign. So you're going to feel this, because the supermoon will bring a lot of the subconscious mind to the forefront, meaning it's in alignment with H.O.A.F, back of head, the Hebrew letter H.O.A.F, and that's the moon cards. It's a supermoon. So this is something that you're going to feel in, especially in the area of your monies and your possessions, and watch out especially for yourself to become extremely mysterious and have a lot of mystique if you have your moon in Taurus. So that's going to be very important. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to contact me, you can visit my website at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with information on our spiritual consultations, psychic astrology, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars. Now, for this month, for you Taurus, you're ruled by the planet Venus. Now, Venus travels direct to the sign of Sagittarius from the 1st through the 10th of the month. And that's going to influence you specifically in your natural 8th house of birth, sex, death, and debt. Now, this transit also affects everyone, including you, in their natural 9th house of life path meaning. So that's how it affects you specifically and everybody, including you. Now, any specifics of an individual chart containing alternate progressing zodiac house assignments other than a natural chart would provide additional placements, but that would not negate the more general aspects of any personal astrological configuration. Venus will ingress into the sign of Capricorn on the 11th of the month, traveling in a direct transit, affecting you specifically in your natural 9th house, Taurus. So, and this is life path meaning, and holding sway over everyone in their natural 10th house of social standing and fame. So it is like a clock that turns and clicks into place. Now, the planetary angel Anael, sometimes called Haniel, is assigned to the planet Venus and the Sephirah of Netzach in Kabbalah. Among the order of the Elohim, this attribute of God is evoked using the God name of Yahweh Sabaoth, or Yod-Ke-Vav-Ke Sabaoth. Now, Anael, or Aniel, or Haniel, being varying names of this divine attribute found in the angelic realm, where dreamy desire in general and specific desire of victory and for victory and triumph is found in Netzach through the angel who is known as the beauty or the grace of God in Kabbalah. Haniel, Anael, or Anafiel, or Haniel, is among the angels who help transport Enoch to heaven in the book of Enoch. Now, these are all names for the same angel. But this is, anytime, it's good to note here, though, that anytime you change the name of an angel, even slightly, you're changing the character of that angel. So even though Haniel and Aniel and Anaphiel and Haniel are basically the same angel. Still, you change the name, you change it ever so slightly, but you do change it. And there's a lot of, isn't there a poem? I don't know who the author of this poem is, but isn't there a poem that says that a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? So, you know, it's not really true. Names mean a lot. And even the slightest. That's why in Scripture we're told not to change or to add or remove one jot or tittle of the Scripture, because if you do, you can affect reality and even affect your very own DNA. That's an important point. Okay, now the Hebrew book of 3 Enoch, or Book of Enoch by R. Ishmael ben Elisha, the high priest, chapter 17, the princes of the 7 heavens, of the sun, moon, planets, and constellations, and their suites of angels. R. Ishmael said, Metatron, the angel, the prince of the presence, the glory of all heavens, said to me, 7 are the princes, the great, beautiful, revered, wonderful, and honored ones who are appointed over the 7 heavens. Now, important information is usually found in footnotes, so it's always good to read that. So, in any kind of scripture that you're looking at, it's always good to read the footnotes. Then came Anaphiel, and it continues on here to say, and then it goes, the chapter accepts the tradition according to which Anaphiel is assigned a position higher than that of the archangel Metatron. Metatron rules over Thursday, and Thursday is said by many traditions to be a time when God's on a vacation or whatever, the divine being's on a vacation. You can sort of, you know, get away with more on a Thursday, not meaning bad things though, more like pleasantries. So if you're going to go to a party, that would be a good day to go to a party, or go to a dance. If that's something that you're not supposed to do, but that's, I'm not telling you to do something you're not supposed to do, but I'm saying many traditions and many cultures and religions hold to that. But that's not usually a day when people have the feeling that they should do something that's harmful to someone else. It's more having fun than it is harmful. So just understand that. Well, because things that are harmful tend to happen on days that have more militaristic types of angelic forces and planetary influences. Now, Aniel or Haniel is said to hold a high position, being a chief of both the order of virtues as well as principalities. Venusian angel Aniel is also sometimes referred to as the angel Ariel, which is evocative of the prophecy of Isaiah, where God judges Jerusalem and prophesies about converting the Gentile nations. We read in the Dewey Rames Bible and Chandler Notes, chapter 29, verse 1 to 2, Woe to Ariel, the city which David took. Year is added to year. The solemnities are at an end, and I will make a trench about Ariel, and it shall be in sorrow and mourning, and it shall be to me as Ariel. Now, Venus is known as the attribute of God, the morning star, found in Revelation 22:16. I, Jesus, have sent my angel to testify to you these things in the churches. I am the root and stock of David, the bright and morning star. We have an Enochian angel prediction especially for you at the end of this video, so stay right here. Now let's see how your ruling planet of Venus affects you this month, Taurus. Your Earth guardian archangel Uriel speaks through to you from your Taurus astrology archangel, who is Asmodel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Taurus Zodiac Angel Asmodel, who resides over the bull's fixed earth. And here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. First, Asmodel's love, rapture, and romance transmission. Now, because the earth angel Uriel is your guardian angel and Asmodel is the teaching angel, this is very important for your love life, because the earth angel transmission. Love becomes work at one point, but that doesn't mean that the effort put into making relationships work has to necessarily be anything unpleasant. Romance often seems similar to war, being filled with possessiveness, the need for control, and intense competition. Alas, the Greek language has more precise words for the various forms of love. For example, eros, meaning sexual love, is often devoid of the more sublime forms of human emotion known as philios, that is brotherly love, and agape, which has the attribute of being the highest spiritual love. So some traditions and some languages have words for love that the English language just doesn't have. So people get very confused regarding what's acquaintance. So in other words, you can have a spiritual love for the whole world, but that doesn't mean you feel brotherly love or even sexual love. And then with philios, you can feel brotherly towards someone or friendly, but that doesn't mean you feel sexual. And then the sexual love doesn't encompass the others. It's pure ego. So just understand why that is something that is spoken of in Scripture, which is to be corrected and to be disciplined and tamed, because it is a form of pure ego, that type of love. Okay, now getting to Asmodel's money and wealth transmission. The spirit of money has become so sought after that there is now a great pride that goes with spending large amounts of currency on the most expensive items. Sometimes the best things in life are reasonably priced and the most heartfelt given for free. Only the simple things, they say, are the best in life, and one only need ask, bearing in mind that others have the right to say no. Those who won't take any refusals are insecure types that should be avoided this month. It's very important, because if someone won't take no for an answer, they might think it's a good sales technique, but that kind of pushiness is extremely inappropriate. Now, for Asmodel's health and fitness transmission. Your health and fitness respond well to making certain that you're getting plenty of rest and relaxation this month. It's going to be very important. Being sure to schedule vacation time. You got to get your R&R. Now, working without ever taking a holiday is really, it's irresponsible, and can be seen in ill-tempered individuals who have neither the discipline, the confidence, nor the patience to rest when they need to be, when they have to, and when their body tells them they need to, and that's because they fear that the delegation and the doling out of their responsibilities to others during their absence could cause substitutes or even subordinates to shine more brightly than they when given the chance. So this is something that, again, you're going to notice in people who are quite insecure. And when someone tells you you're insecure, they're just projecting. Most of the time people are talking about themselves all the time, because it's really hard for anybody to relate to anybody but themselves. They're looking through their own eyes. So what they see is a reflection of who? Themselves. Now, this month's Enochian angel prediction for you, path workings should concentrate with meditations upon the adept's body of light. for the purpose of learning how to maneuver in the spiritual realms of the top 3 supernals of Keter, Chokhmah, and Binah. The Magus must create spiritual sensory organs to be able to perceive the upper worlds and therefore attain the ability to relate and ultimately bestow light to the lower kingdoms. A disclaimer is in order here. High magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Remember to chant your divine tone of I have, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of having. And be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Taurus. Now for the ephemeris information calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time. First we have Eastern Time, and it's important to note this month that Eastern Time is Eastern Daylight Time until November 6th, 2016, when Eastern Standard Time begins. That's a very important thing to mark on your calendars. Now, the full moon for this Eastern Time is on the 14th of November, 2016 at 8:51 a.m. at 22 degrees Taurus, 37 minutes, and that's the supermoon. Okay, now during the supermoon, if people get a little loony, they get a little loony, remember this one thing. If someone's, being extremely, going all out in one area, they might be overcompensating. So just keep that in mind. Now, the new moon for Eastern Time is on the 29th of November, 2016 at 7:18 a.m. at 7 degrees Sagittarius, 42 minutes. For Greenwich Mean Time, we have the full moon on the 14th of November, 2016 at 1:53 p.m. at 22 degrees Taurus, 38 minutes. That's a super moon. For the new moon, it's on the 29th of November, 2016 at 12:19 p.m. That's 7 degrees Sagittarius, 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Join us again next time.
You can have anything you like, it's your fantasy. You can have it any way you want, your fantasy. You can have anything you like, it's your fantasy. You can have it any way you want, your fantasy. You can have anything you like.